see how long I'm going to go for. I won't be gone for too much longer, though, I don't think. You know, it's already like 2:20. Let's go ahead and stop for tonight, and then we can pick up with story, main story stuff next time. I think that'd be good. That'd be a good thing to do, because it's pretty late already. So let me go ahead and we'll end it there. So thanks for watching. Comments, questions, leave below. Appreciate it. And I will catch you guys next time, where we will be continuing on into Junon. We'll see what they did with the parade. It seems like they made it a much larger thing now, which is kind of cool. But yeah, till then, this is LMPGames, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright, everybody, this is LMPGames, and we are back for some more FF7 Rebirth. And tonight it is time to progress the story. So we just finished completing all of Junon minus the hard difficulty mode. God damn it. For Condor, Jesus. I may come back and do that at some point, but I'm not going to do it right now. It's been this gnat flying around my computer all day, and I've been trying to get him. I have not been successful. Thought maybe I could get him that time, but he flew. Oops, I'm gonna pick up the controller and not turn off the microphone. Anyway, so we finished off all the stuff we can do in Junon, side quests, main quests, all the Queen's Blood stuff. Actually, we still have to fight 2 more Queen's Blood people, but I don't think they're down here. They're, I think they're up in Junon, so once we get up there, we'll probably find them. Alright, let's go ahead and start. So, let's see what happens here. So, in the original game, you take this dolphin, you do a crazy short minigame to get up onto the underside here, and then you use that to get up into Junon. I'm not sure how this is going to go in this game.
We talked to Yuffie. She said that you could show us a way to get up top.
Priscilla.
Sure, I'd be happy to. Although, Yuffie's the one who found it. And according to her, that tanker's the quickest and easiest way into the city.
Huh.
See that? That booth up there is the control room.
So we're going to try to get to there. In the original game, there's like a beam you go up onto.
Someone lowers and sends it back up, along with the others.
Problem is, how are we supposed to get to the controls?
High voltage?
Yep. It should just say, no climbing.
So we're stuck.
Not with Mr. Dolphin. You wouldn't believe what he can do. Like when we met. See, I was out taking a swim all on my lonesome. At least I thought I was alone. But then, squeak, squeak, I hear this funny noise.
That's great and all, but we're in a hurry.
Hey!
We're sorry, really. But we'll make sure to come back as soon as we're done. You can finish your story then. How does that sound?
Okay, promise. Never done it before? My arm, your arm, bam!
Oh, gotcha.
Awesome.
Alright then, now what?
Now we ask Mr. Dolphin to get you up. With his help, it'll be a cinch.
This minigame in the original game is so freaking difficult because you were looking at it from a top of isometric view, and you had to get the dolphin at a specific point to get you onto the thing. Unless you knew the exact placement of where you need to put him, you would never get up there.
Just let me know when you're ready.
Just trial and error. Excuse me. Oh, right. We are ready to go. Oh, okay. Well, I guess they're going in the water. Jumping with Mr. Dolphin. Oh, interesting. So it's an actual swimming minigame. Okay. Steer yourself into deep beach balls this much ascending speed. You're swimming fast enough. By the time you reach the goal, you'll be able to control. Okay, so it's a game where you need to try and maintain speed, and at the end, if you're going fast enough, you'll get launched up there. Okay. I mean, it makes about as much sense as the original one does. The original, he just got this dolphin and he jumps up there, and it's like, you know, no explanation of how the dolphin can do that, just that it can. At least this one makes a bit more sense because you're like using speed as a you know, a motion, force of motion to propel you. In the original game, you just are in a spot and the dolphin just is able to jump up in the air pretty high. R2 for sharp turns.
Come on, Cloud, you got this.
There we go. Alright. I see. That's kind of like a drift, sort of. Gotcha. Nice. Okay. Cool.
Nice going, man.
To be honest, I prefer that over the original. Actually, you know, makes it a little bit more interesting than just sitting there for, you know, 5-10 minutes trying to find the right specific spot on the map.
Okay, your ride's right here. The ship's not far, so you'll be there in no time.
If we don't sink on the way.
We're actually getting this thing that's gonna go like way into the water.
Careful. You've been a huge help, Priscilla.
No prob. Well, guys and girls, and, dog.
And dog.
See you later.
This is like, you know, I must say the strongest dolphin in the world. Yeah, we'll haul Barret's huge ass. Let alone everybody else on the team.
Hey, Mark, we're good to go down here.
I was hoping maybe they'd say something like Barret would get like pissed off or something. Oh well. Missed opportunity for some shenanigans, I think, there.
Meet you at the top.
Alright, there's Junon proper. Damn sister, right? And so much stuff happens on that gun and around that gun. In this game and the lore. Holy crap. Okay, we got way more soldiers than the original game. Gives you an idea of the size of Shinra. Actual size. Yeah, there's Heidegger. That's the first time we've seen him in this game? Outside of the flashback stuff? Or the recap stuff? I think so. Okay. So, what do we got? Kind of maintenance. I guess maybe it's like a dry dock for ships. For maintenance and such. That's what this is. You know what else is... No, I don't think this is what that... I don't think that's what this is. Oh, friggin' turrets. Nice. I want to see those be put into action a little later. Well, it'll be in the third game, but... Oh, there's just... What do we got? Bottle of high ether. Okay.
Okay, time to win that commendation.
I like how the soldiers don't even aren't even wondering what we're doing down here. You would think this might be well, maybe it's not restricted. Or they could just not give a damn. It could be some lazy infantrymen.
Wow.
Less security than I thought.
More worried about the parade?
Guess things have changed. They got higher priorities.
Personally, I think that's a good thing.
The
Probably.
size, on the
Yeah.
other hand, the robed man won't be easy to find.
They're definitely not here. Let's head into town.
Oh damn. This music. It's reminiscent of the music that you hear in when you're going up the plate in Midgar. after the sector falls. In the original, I forget if it. I don't think it's in the. It might be in the remake too. I'm not sure.
We cannot let Midgar win. Not on our own home turf.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What? Oh, they must be. Okay, I wonder if is the parade something different now? I know they turned it into more of a minigame. But is it like a, are they like are the Junon soldiers and the Midgar soldiers going to have like a march off or something? Interesting.
Any idea what that is?
The
Highwind.
Shinra's pride and joy. The fastest, most advanced airship in the fleet.
Screw the boat. Let's take that.
Plus you got a trained
Barret.
crew and piloting skills we don't know about. We're sticking with them.
And an army to take out their army.
Hey, beggars can't be choosers.
Have you seen the engines on the Highwind?
Long now until the rehearsal.
Each with their own cooling unit.
This Shinra, is it?
That's the ticket. Much better than yesterday. I don't think I've got anything more to add. Hmm? Do you need something? Elevator's just over there if you want to get back to town.
Hmm.
I tell you, I never get tired of looking at that gate. I'm so nervous.
Word of advice: do not piss off Director Heidegger.
Ah, okay.
No disturbances to report in either sector. Good.
It's kind of interesting, you know. You would think they'd be a little more worried about civvies up in obviously military area, but no, maybe Junon's more relaxed. I forget exactly how this. I think in the original,
no, we'll leave them be for now.
you basically just go over that bar and up a couple things to get into Junon proper.
Enter. An emissary from Wutai is here. Sent by
Wutai.
Viceroy Saruf. He introduced himself as Colonel Glenn Lodbrok.
Is that from before Crisis?
All right.
I know, like, Rufus did some really interesting shit in Before Crisis. So I wonder if this is something from that. So I take it this is something that Rufus thought he killed.
I thought you were dead.
Yeah.
Then you thought right.
Then you thought right.
Let's cut to the chase, Mr. President. The Viceroy and your late father had big plans. I assume you intend to carry them out?
Correct.
That's good to hear. Some people just don't have the stomach for war. This battle for the Magnus Materia demands both
Magnus Materia.
Thank you. I'm aware.
Is that what they're calling the huge materia now? Is Magnus Materia?
Changes the equation. A new vision.
Makes sense that it'd be called huge materia. It's like, I always thought that was a weird name.
You always did prefer to march to the beat of your own drum. This new vision include your fairy tale promised land? Shinras. You take and you take, and you never give back. Left to you, this world would end up an empty husk. But war can put things right, beget anger, desolation, hatred, and in its wake, new unity. A people rejuvenated, and a planet once more made whole. What we're doing's for the greater good. Just gotta know when to ease off the gas.
Now listen.
You started this, remember? No more playing the idle heir. You have obligations to fulfill. Let's give the people what they deserve. Oh, right. Before I leave, a message from the Viceroy. Congratulations on your inauguration, Mr. President. Shinra has a bright future.
I'm not up to date on like all the lore from Before Crisis. I just know some of the bigger things. Glenn Ludbrook. So gonna really quickly check this out and potentially risk some spoilers, but Glenn Ludbrook. Oh, he's from First Soldier. Okay. And First Soldier is set in the time period around Before Crisis. Well, it's 18 years before FF7. I don't know, Before Crisis is only 6 years. Interesting. So, First Soldier happens before Crisis. Interesting. So, huh. Okay. So, character from the First Soldier, which I didn't play. That was the... Is that even still a thing anymore? No, yeah, it closed down January 11th of last year. But the story is in Ever Crisis, which I'm also not going to play because it's a mobile gacha game. Okay, so interesting. So they created this new lore for First Soldier, and they're injecting that lore kind of flip. So, but it seems like his First Soldier means he was a member of Soldier before soldiers were genetically enhanced with Jenova cells and Mako and stuff. Back when they were just normal soldiers that just had regular kind of extra training, kind of like Navy SEALs, it seems. Okay, that's cool. Then apparently throughout some point in the game he gets killed by Rufus. Going off what that conversation was. Interesting. What was I gonna say? I was about to say something when Rufus came on, then I lost completely my train of thought. Oh yeah, I forget exactly how this interlude section goes. It's like a really small thing in the original FF7. And you end up in the Shinra base, kind of like where we're at now. It always felt weird, even in the original game, that you could just show up there, right, and not, like, cause a stir. It's possible that at this point they don't have any flyers or any wanted posters out for the group, so Shinra doesn't know who we are. But you still think there would be some kind of, like, oh, there's some civilians wandering around. Maybe they shouldn't be. Because, like, this stuff right here is, like, this is literally explosives right here. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if these are, like, bombs or some kind of materials for making bombs. And I could just go walk up to these, you know? As an enterprising individual that was part of Avalanche, like Barret here, could, like, set up a bomb there or light it on fire and, you know, that cause all kinds of craziness because we got some fighter jets over here. I also don't know if there was like fighter jets hinted at in the original game or not. I mean, obviously they have some sort of Air Force-ish kind of thing because they have the Highwind. But I don't remember ever seeing an actual like military plane in the original game. But it makes sense because in Crisis Core, they did have like aerial bombers, so they do have an Air Force. Yeah, it's kind of strange, but I mean it's in line with the original. The original was like that too. They didn't really care that you were up there. Got a tank.
And you represent Junon.
It's our sworn duty to keep the president safe.
A new era.
Everything must be perfect for our new president.
This is a pretty big facility.
Keep your boots and helmet polished and you'll go far. Words to live by.
Which is cool. Junon's supposed to be the second biggest city in the world, so.
What can you tell us about Junon?
It's a key military outpost with its own offshore reactor. A critical line of defense against any seaborne assault. When needed, it can transform into an armed fortress.
Yep.
Its strategic location, along with its air and seaports, make it second only to Midgar as the company's most vital city.
Huh. Neat. Any good restaurants? Sights to see?
Maybe? I don't know.
Right. You're not the touristy type.
Hey, just to be clear, you do realize we're not here on vacation, right?
Of course I do. Hey, look, what's that about?
Listen up. Midgar's 7th Infantry will return home with the President's commendation. Let's show him how a real drill team does it, and make our city proud.
Troopers, you're all off duty until the parade begins. But use this time wisely. Practice your technique.